Welcome into Steelers Talk. I'm your host, Jack Sperry. Sorry for the video and probably audio quality here, guys. I'm actually out with Cassie getting our engagement photos done here, but we get breaking news just hours before the start of the Steelers 2025 regular season against the New York Jets that team captain and all-pro defensive tackle Cam Heyward have agreed on a deal here to give him over $3 million in incentives for the 2025 season in order to make him feel a little bit more valued by this organization heading into the year, and honestly to give him a little bit of something to play for. His base salary is super low. He made a big-time bonus during the offseason, so he's not really making a whole ton of money during the season. This contract allows him to have something to play for here, where if he can hit certain metrics along the way in terms of probably tackles, TFLs, sacks, playoff wins, stuff like that, he's going to be able to make up to over $3 million more this season. So make sure you guys click that subscribe button yet if you haven't already, guys, because whether I'm coming to you from my car, whether I'm coming to you from my home, whether I'm coming to you from the office, whether I'm on vacation, if breaking news for the Pittsburgh Steelers breaks any point during the year, I'm going to get you guys a video on this channel. So make sure you guys click that subscribe button for the most dedicated Steelers coverage anywhere on YouTube. So let's break this down a little bit more here, guys. The reason why I like this structure, and there's kind of two ways that you could have struck a deal with Cam Heyward here. You could have moved some of his roster bonus for next year to a signing bonus this year. But if you did that, then yeah, that would pretty much force the Pittsburgh Steelers to renegotiate Cam's contract again next offseason. And I don't think anybody wants to do that. All right. So I think that putting incentives in here is a really smart move by the Pittsburgh Steelers, because if Cam Heyward, like if he gets injured or if he doesn't live up to the billing of a first team all-pro caliber player like he did last year, then he's not going to get much of this money, if any of this money. He might not make any of this money if he gets injured early in the year or something like that, or if he's just not the same caliber of player and he regresses, he's not going to be able to hit any of the incentives in this deal, and he's not going to make any of this money. But if he is the player that we know him to be, I mean, again, just last year, a first-team all-pro defensive tackle, led the team in PBUs with 11 as a DT, had 8 sacks, multiple TFLs. Like, this guy's impact on the Steelers defense is immense. And this is why in yesterday's video, guys, I was talking about why I would pay Cam Heyward and I would get a deal done with him, because I would have been willing to pay him up to like $10-12 million and move some of that roster bonus over. But I actually like this better because obviously it's not as much money. It's just a little bit over $3 million in an additional money for Cam. But if he doesn't hit those metrics and those incentives that are in this contract, that cap just moves over to the 2026 season. So if he doesn't hit it, then you got some additional cap space for 2026. But if he does hit it, then obviously he's earned it, right? He's earned it on the field, because I think we can all agree that Cam Heyward is absolutely still a top 10 defensive tackle in the National Football League. And even if he does hit these incentives, guys, he is still extremely underpaid for a player of his caliber, and he is still an extremely good value for the Pittsburgh Steelers heading into this season. I mean, like, even if he hits every single one of these incentives, he's not even getting paid in like the top 15 of defensive tackles in the National Football League. So to have a player that's this good, making the money that he's making and, is really the value that he is on your roster, like, that is a hell of a player to have on your team as you get ready to hopefully embark on a Super Bowl journey here where you're legitimately putting yourself in contention to win a 7th Lombardi trophy here with Aaron Rodgers, with Jalen Ramsey, with TJ Watt, with Jonnu Smith, with DK Metcalf, with all these guys that we have here on the roster, man. And as we get ready for our first live watch party tomorrow, man, I've been doing a lot of reflecting on this season and what it could mean and what this season could be. And I can't wait to go on this journey with you guys, man, because when you have a first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback leading the way in Aaron Rodgers, you got a young and talented offensive line that's really going to have to step up, but has a lot of talent and have looked really good during training camp in the preseason. When you got a running back in Jaylen Warren that's as efficient as he is, when you got wide receivers that can get open down the field like the Steelers have, when you got a tight end room that they've got that can really give them a competitive advantage. And then how could I forget the defense here that has incredible talent to all three levels of that unit, whether you're talking about run defense, whether you're talking about pass rush, whether you're talking about linebacker ability there with Patrick Queen and Peyton Wilson, or you want to talk about being able to go up man-to-man in the secondary, man. Like, this is something that I am really excited about, guys. You guys know my enthusiasm for this football team. And Cam Heyward, frankly, I'm going to adjust my camera here for just a second here, guys. My enthusiasm for this team, and, Cam Heyward was a big part of that. He's a fantastic team leader. Obviously, he's extremely productive as a player. He was last year, first team all-pro caliber player that you're now retaining. You don't have to worry about him not suiting up tomorrow or anything like that. This is just a really good move because it allows the Steelers, to have Cam Heyward on the field tomorrow. You don't have to worry about him holding out or anything like that. But also, you get to really... You get to really get what your money is worth, right? If Cam Heyward isn't worth the extra money, he's not going to get the extra money. So this is just a perfect fit here. I think Omar Khan did an excellent job, once again, not giving Cam too much money here and not giving too much of it up front like it would have been in a signing bonus. I like the idea of doing this with an incentive-based structure where if Cam earns it, he's going to get his money, and frankly, he will have earned his money if he ends up going out there and hitting these incentive markers. But if he doesn't, if he gets injured, if he declines, whatever the case may be, he's not going to make this extra money, and that cap just rolls over to the 2026 season where, you can kind of use that cap space however you wish, in free agency, on a player via trade, whatever the case may be. So I just think that this sets up the Steelers here to make that money and that cap space worth it no matter what. So really love this contract structure for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm glad that Cam Heyward, frankly, has an opportunity to play for something here in 2025 because, frankly, guys, I've been discussing this on the show for a while. He deserves this money, all right? He went out there and absolutely balled out, and the Philadelphia Eagles gave both Saquon Barkley and Zach Bond big pay raises this offseason after they became first-team All-Pros last year. Obviously, Saquon was the Offensive Player of the Year as well, and that's what good organizations do, man. They reward their good players for playing at an All-Pro level, and that's exactly what the Steelers are doing here. It took right up into the last second, but we got it done here, guys. Cam Heyward's going to be out there. He's going to be happy. He's going to be ready and gearing to go. As Mike Tomlin said this week, he's going to be chomping at the bit to be ready to get after Justin Fields tomorrow. And there's going to be a lot of positive energy in that Steelers locker room tomorrow, which you absolutely love, with Cam Heyward, the team captain, the heartbeat and the soul of this locker room, getting his deal done. There's going to be a lot of people out there, of course, playing for Aaron Rodgers, wanting to get this win against his former team, but also they want to go out there and play well for Cam, who just got that great deal. And he's going to be out there, with TJ Watt, with Alex Highsmith, with Keanu Benton, this whole crew that I expect to be one of the best pass rushes in the National Football League. And hopefully they're going to be able to eat tomorrow afternoon. All right, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Cassie and I, we got to go get some dinner here, but we're going to be going live tomorrow for our live watch party. It all starts at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Steelers versus Jets, 90 minutes of pregame coverage, followed by live play-by-play for all four quarters, and then, of course, our extensive postgame coverage as well. Watch party season is officially here, guys. Get a good night's sleep. Because tomorrow, man, Aaron Rodgers plays a football game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I could not be more excited. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Until next time, guys, here we go, Steelers.